I have this thing where I go back and forth with God about doing the testimony poem, depending on the atmosphere, where I'm at. You know, I'm like, no, Lord, not tonight. That's not good for tonight. But when Emily got up here and she said the mission, the purpose for people, the spiritual aspect, the mental aspect, that was just confirmation that I was supposed to do the testimony. So, testimony. Look at me. Can you figure out how my life used to be? Where I've been, what I've done in the past, where I used to go? Just looking at me, you will never know that as a child I grew up on the streets of South Central LA, striving to stay alive on a sunny California day. My father, it was obvious that he wished he never had me. Now what kind of woman would I grow to be with my father rejecting me? At the age of 5, I was told I had a disease not curable, they said. So after that, I just cried myself to bed. My mother, she raised me alone, a single mother struggling to make it on her own. At the age of 14, she lost her mother. I never had a chance to even meet my grandmother. Moving from place to place, I remember when it was 14 of us staying in a one-room space. At 12, molested by a family member, I kept quiet and acted as if I couldn't remember. When I turned 18, I thought I was grown and ready for a child of my own. Disturbed by what the doctor had to say, he said to me, there's no way. It's a 50-50 chance of you dying. Once again in my life from pain I was crying, wishing I was someone else, so I wouldn't have to live with myself. Still at night, I knelt down to pray, asking God to take my pain away. At the time, he just didn't move quick enough for me, so I turned to life in the streets, dancing to beats, losing my virginity under the sheets. I even started drinking, thinking I could feel the emptiness inside, searching for the things that I could hide behind. Still, things didn't get any better. In 1995, excuse me, sorry. In 1995, in 1995, I got married after delivering the baby boy I carried. I praise God that I made it through. But what do you do when your husband cheats and abuses you? 2002 in May, I had another baby on the way. This time things got real bad. Blackouts, heart machines, all sorts of head and body screens. Daily I had a tightening in my chest. Doctor ordered for me to be completely on bed rest. I felt as if I was dying inside. Still somehow I knew that God was standing by my side. Finally, a baby girl was born. Then about 15 months later, my heart was torn when she became real sick with a mass of some type in her right side. Oh God, please, I began to cry. Her stomach, they had to split to remove the mass and get rid of it. Then her heart began to fail as I stood beside her bed rail. I thank God that she made it through. But what do you do when your husband cheats and abuses you? Living with diabetes, having an STD that was given to me, I felt as if I was losing my mind. I thought I should just take my own life and leave it all behind. So I held a gun up to my head, yet I opened my eyes from a good night's sleep instead. In 2005, I moved to another state. Texas is where I decided to relocate. Then about 3.5 years later, I met the man whom I called my soulmate. Depressed, broken, and in fear, this man came into my life and wiped every one of my tears. We married March 2012 on the 17th day. He is my forever, I would say. Then one day, I like what I like, and you were never the one. God has sent me my soulmate. This is what my husband said to me. I thought, how could this be? Within the year, there was so much going on. He divorced me at risk of losing my home, feeling like my past way back then. This time my faith was paper thin. Stressed, confused, and suicidal again. To hear the doctor say that I had 2 breast lumps within. Seizures, panic attacks, to heart palpitations. I found myself at a mental behavior hospital because of harmful meditation. But see, God had another plan for me. I had to be here to tell you my story because someone needs to know that he restored everything for me. At 37, I've definitely been through, and I've only just given you my life's overview. So the next time you're feeling that no one understands you, wanting to quit because of whatever it is you may be going through, think of me and my testimony. You and your life situation, God can and will give restoration. I know you may be frustrated or a little aggravated waiting on change. I was, but if you're still going through, you're suitable for the long range. Keep your head up and pray. Trusting God is the only way. His restoration will set you free. He restored everything for me. You and your life situation, God can and he will give restoration. My mind, my heart, my body and my soul, those sickness and diseases that I once was told, God healed and set me free. Believe and keep believing, because everything that I've been through was for the words of my testimony to encourage you.